Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another home video tour. Today we're touring something a little bit different. We're touring a fixer-upper. And we're gonna go through all the numbers in this house to show you what you could get, what you could get it for this house, and what the resale value of the homes is in this area. We're looking at a 3-story. This was built in about 2005 or so. They have a little backyard behind them. You have an end unit, a perimeter unit here, which has beautiful mountain views, especially from the top floors, and a little balcony up front. About 2,000 square feet of a house, and we're located in the prime area. We're looking at the southwest of the valley. We're right next to the mountains over here, a little bit on the outskirts. And this house, if it was all fixed up and everything, it would sell for about $420,000 in this neighborhood. That's what the comps are showing right now. So we're gonna walk in here and see, it's currently listed at $375. I think that's a little too high. But I'm going to tell you what needs to be done and how to analyze a deal like this one to see if it could work with your numbers. We're looking at $420,000 rehab value after it's rehabbed, but the rehab itself, I estimated in this house about $40,000 is what you need. You have a nice entrance to the side of the house. Going in, you're going to have to use your imagination here too, because this is not something that you can kind of see already done, which is what you have been used to in my videos. But I do tour these homes often for my investor clients or for myself, to purchase these homes. So downstairs we have a nice den area, but it has a full bathroom, so that could become either an office or we can make it even a bedroom because it already has a full bathroom. This is the main living floor, which we're going to go up there in a second. And then last, it goes up to the 3rd floor, which will show you another 3 bedrooms that it has up there. Flooring, probably the only flooring that is salvageable that I would keep personally is this bottom floor with this tile. It actually looks nice. It's a decent standard tile. And being that it's on concrete, I'm okay with whoever did the work because it's going to be very durable. When it comes to tile work, you'll see it upstairs. I'm not a fan of tile work on the 2nd floors when it's laying onto wood, because I don't know who did the work and how good of a work they did. The AC units, I don't know if they're working. They have a lot of additional units that they put into the bedroom, so I'm not sure why that is the case. I'm guessing these units, they have something wrong with it. They're not working. They appear to be about 15 years old, so I'm just gonna assume that I'm gonna have to replace these ones in the calculations. And I already budgeted for about $6 grand to replace both units. You can see here, this is a good sized lot for this neighborhood. It's a corner lot, so you get a little bit more backyard and a little side yard, which is really nice. It needs some landscaping, so a little bit of love, maybe a little bit of grass on this side and you're done. And then good size, about 12 feet here, plus all this extra space on the side. Now this one has a full bathroom downstairs. You can kind of see, what this could become if you put in the right amount of money. I'm budgeting on this one. Let me know what you guys think after you see the whole video. But I'm budgeting on this one about $40K of a rehab cost. You can see the full bathroom. It's actually in good conditions. It just needs a really good cleaning. New toilets, always replace the toilets with a new one. It's just not worth it. They always leak. So get a brand new one every time you get a new house. 2-car garage. Garage is fine. Just needs to be emptied out. Whoever was living here, it's a probate sale. They're gonna get rid of all these things, which means probably the owner has died in the property. But again, I personally don't care about that. I mean, I'm from Italy. I lived in homes that were 500-600 years old. I'm sure there's plenty of people that died in that house. I've never been haunted. It's totally fine to me. It looks like they have done some work before on this unit. You can see here the extra this ceiling that they did. Also, you can see extra wraps around it to kind of, fix it. I'm not sure if it's functional right now. I'm also gonna consider this into the calculations. And then the water heater looks still functional, but it looks like it's been replaced at some point. So yeah, 2-car garage downstairs. Nice backyard size. I mean, we're talking about 2,000 square feet of a house. It's pretty good. 3 bedrooms and a den downstairs. Now this could also be turned into a full bedroom if you wanted to. I mean, you already have the bathroom there, so I would consider this as a 4th bedroom technically. This tile could be salvageable over here. Again, I'm not a fan of tile on wood just because it cracks if you jump or whatever, and if you haven't done the right work on the tile. So personally, I would get rid of it. Now this level, however, it looks pretty good. It just needs a really good cleaning on the tile. So maybe keep it, maybe not. Otherwise, just demo it all. Because on this side, you don't have any tile. You had, I'm guessing, some kind of hardwood, because you see all these little screws coming out. So these all need to be taken out one by one, cleaned up, and then put some kind of luxury vinyl plank on top. Repaint the whole house. And then obviously the kitchen, this is always my dilemma. Should we replace the cabinets or not? If you replace the cabinets, you might get a little bit more on the resale value eventually. For the rent perspective, probably not much more back in rent. Same thing with the countertops. Although if you just replace the countertops here, it's not too expensive. That could be a good medium in between. But I'm gonna consider just replacing all the cabinets because I'm not a huge fan of 3 stories. I mean, I like them and there's a place for them, but especially from a rental perspective, it's not bad, but you don't own much land around you. So in the future, I'm sure this is gonna be still a beautiful home and it's gonna cash flow very well. But having that, having a little bit more land is my ideal situation. Right across the street over here, we have these, I believe, these are Richmond American homes. Brand new construction pretty much everywhere, but look at the mountain range over there. You look at the views of the Red Rock. This is good real estate. If you can see through all this nonsense. I mean, the smell is pretty bad too. I think some of the sewer lines in the bathrooms are kind of backing up. But this one is at $375. They're asking if I have to put in $40K into the house to make it look nice, I might as well just buy a new house at $420, already done. And I don't have to deal with any guessing on what's happening on the house or not. So this one for me has to be at least at $340 purchase price. So I might put in an offer. Although this market is crazy. You can see here, there's some drywall needed to be added as well. Not a big deal. I'm not sure why they opened this up. I'm guessing there was some kind of issue at some point, maybe a leak, I don't know. But it's opened up, so it needs to be tested and see if, put it back together. A little powder room up here. It does have some kind of leak and you'll see it also. There's another leak right there, which must have come from the bathroom upstairs. But powder room, so rip this out, replace this board. You can see it has some mold on it. Just make so you don't have any issues with smells later on. And then repaint the whole house. Then on the 3rd floor, you have also tile. Again, not a fan of it. You can see the grout is kind of coming out. This one is kind of breaking up because when you put so much weight on it and you are on wood, that kind of settles. It's not ideal. And you can see there's a big bump here. So when they built the house, most likely, they didn't do a good job with the framing. So I would remove this flooring, put luxury vinyl plank, try to level it out a little bit with some self-leveling concrete. I do see a little bit of a slope going down this way, so I'm not a huge fan of that, but I think it's still fixable. To the left, you can see all these extra things. They must have had some extra unit here for air conditioning, and you can see they put also plastic bags on top. I'm guessing to repaint. You see, this part has been repainted. You can see the different texture on it, which brings me to the point, okay, what was the reason for that? And I'm guessing they just painted here, that's why. And the problem must have been some kind of leak on the roof as well. So lots of little issues. They said they have an offer already on it, but I mean, this doesn't make any sense over 340 at all. That's considering AC units replaced and all that good stuff. And if they get an offer that is higher than this, most likely they're gonna back out, or they're just stupid. They just buy real estate that needs a lot of work and put in all that effort to fix it and not make any profit on it. That's pretty much what's been happening with these flippers. Sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you do this whole flip for 10 grand? Making 10 grand, if even. Some of them might be losing money. It's a crazy market. Washer and dryer, get rid of it, get new ones. Never worth it. You can see they try to paint some of these trims right here. But yeah, with my trades, you know, whenever I'm getting a fix and flip, I already have my people on speed dial. Just go there, call them in. First the flooring goes in, then call the painter, goes in. Within 2 weeks, I should be done with flooring and paint for sure. Maybe even 10 days is usually the case. Remove all this stuff. You see there's tile here. I would definitely get rid of this. Not a fan of tile on the second floors. I would just keep the one on the first floor just to save some costs and then redo everything else. Here's a shared bathroom. Up here we have these 2 bedrooms on this side, kind of separate from the primary on the other side, and your laundry room in between. Really nice setup. I like it. Maybe the owner started doing some things, you know, here and there, and then he passed. Not sure what happened. But we have 3 bedrooms /4 with the downstairs space where you can make it a den. Still has the full bathroom, so it could be a guest room down there, you know, even though it doesn't have a door. Maybe there's a way to kind of make it into a full bedroom, so that could be a good option. Rent, you could rent this out for about $2,100 a month. If you get a mortgage on $340 for this house, and it's worth $420 after you fix it with $40K, you're looking at $380, and you're making 40 grand. That makes sense. Maybe you'll save a little bit of money. Maybe the AC units work, but for whatever reason, the owner didn't use them with all these extra things. Like, look at this dining room that they did. They added this cooler. It's like a swamp cooler. Why would you need that if your AC is working, right? So I gotta count that the 2 AC units need to be replaced. And if there's something wrong with HVAC in the garage, then obviously that would have to be an adjustment on the price once the inspector goes in. But yeah, so $380,000 out the door. Your mortgage is going to be somewhere around $1,800. You rent it out for $2,100 a month. You'll make $300. You'll make about $300 a month on cash flow, $200 maybe, and then $200 a month in cash flow. You put down 20% plus $40K to rehab it. Now you're at about $120 out of pocket. Okay, for $200 a month plus mortgage pay down, tax deductions, that's huge. That's the main reason why I'm still buying in this market. And all the other advantages from buying real estate, because then you own more real estate, which is the most important thing for a lot of people. And the location, I really like it. I think it's a really nice area, but 340 is the tops for this thing. Let me know what you guys think based on the numbers. Does that make sense to you? If you guys are interested in buying an investment property and you need a realtor to help you, I'd love to be that realtor to guide you throughout this process. And if you're interested in this home, let me know too. 340, let's put in an offer. And see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.